Welcome back, guys. Working on the truck again. For those that don't know, this is my personal 2007 Chevy Silverado 1500 4x4. Last time I did the driver's side axle seal on my last video, but while I was down there working on that, or down here working on that, I noticed that my sway bar links are completely disconnected. As you can see, this right here is supposed to be connected to this lower control arm right there. And I don't know what happened to the bottom of this bolt. I don't know if it just sheared off or rusted off or what. I have no clue. This is a 2007 and it's 2023 now, so it's had plenty of time to do what it did, but the bottom line is I gotta get it fixed. So the other side is exactly the same way. Can't see it from here. Maybe you can. Either way, just take my word for it. As you can see why the bar is tilted up like that when it should be tilted down. So I gotta figure out how to get that off and get some new ones on there. I have the new ones with me, so stand by and I'll see what I can do. All right, as you guys can see here, got my 15mm wrench, and if I try to loosen this, the whole thing just spins. So I believe I'm gonna try and vice grip this, and hopefully that'll give me enough leverage to just break it free, because in theory it shouldn't be that tight, but I'm a little worried about the rust. Alright guys, that didn't work out very well. So I'm on to plan B. Plan B is the grinder. I think I'm just going to try and cut up here. And hopefully I can pry this stuff away, or just kind of get it out of the way enough to just poke that through up top and call it good. Because the vice grips just will not grab onto this for some reason. It must be really rusty up here, which I'm assuming is why the whole assembly failed to begin with. So plan B it is. Here we go. Well, solved that problem. So I think I'm probably just going to start that way on the other side. Just knock that one off the exact same way, and then I'll have both of them free to kind of line up the new end links, and we should be good to go. So stand by. Got the other side cut off, guys, so now it's bare, ready to be assembled. I just wanted to show you the difference. These are the new ones here, Duralast Gold. I'll show you the part number towards the end. When I'm done with all this, I got the box over there in the office. So this is basically the piece assembled that's going to have to go through the bottom, that black piece there. This will go in between, and then this goes through the top, and this basically is a threaded end that this threaded end goes into. Male and female, if that makes sense. Almost dropped my light there. So that's how it goes. I'm going to get them both assembled before I get the pry bar in there and get everything lined up to make sure I can get everything hopefully in a bit easier once both sides are somewhat assembled. So stand by and I'll get to work. Alright, just wanted to show you guys, I got the other side loosely assembled there. It's just kind of threaded into the top but not tight or anything, so I have wiggle room over here. And then I'll show you guys basically just how to put it all together. I don't remember if I told you or not, but I just drove my truck up on some rhino ramps just to give me a little room under here. If you got jacks and a jack stand, that'll work. You might be able to do this with the truck on the ground, but it would be difficult. And some people say to take off the tires, but I didn't. Doesn't really seem to be necessary, so I mean, it's just kind of up to you. So let's see here. All right, let me get you guys set up there. Okay, now we'll get all this little side assembled here. We'll be good to go, in theory. All right, that's that. And I can't remember if I told you or not, but the old one that came off, this guy here, that is 15 millimeter. The new one is 14 from Duralast. Like I said, I'll show you the part number. And Chevy says 17 foot-pounds, Duralast says 20, so I'm going 20 on this with the torque wrench, which is about as low as mine will go. So let's get this thing, see if it'll spin without, or see if it'll torque without having to hold the top. It always gets sketchy with these low torque readings because I don't really know. I mean, it feels still pretty loose, but I'm like, 20 really isn't that much, so I better be safe than sorry. I'll just go ahead and use the wrench to tighten it up the last little bit here. Maybe. Alright, I'll just use just grabbing the very top piece of that there, just to make sure. And it actually has, like, you know, you could probably put a big socket on there. It's got the, whatchamacallit, not threaded, but, you know, it's not smooth like this. It's actually got stuff to grab onto. We'll just let that catch on the frame up there. Should hit our 20 foot-pounds. There it is, right there. Okay, so yeah, it almost tightens up to kind of where it wants to be anyway. So yeah, I'm just gonna do the other side, get that all tightened up, and she should be good to go. Looks good. All right, like I said, all I did was just drive the truck up on the ramps there, you can see. Didn't take the tires off, and this is the Duralast part that I used, which looks like it's the right part. Sure if you can see that in the camera. GSL 700538. It's the Duralast Gold. And they have a cheaper one. I think these were like 17 or 18 bucks a piece. I think it was like 40 bucks total with tax. The other ones might be about 30. But I said, I'm down there anyway. I might as well go ahead and try the upgraded brand, or the upgraded level of Duralast for whatever it's worth. And that's it. So as always, guys, plenty more content coming up. Just doing some maintenance on the truck, and those videos actually do pretty well. A lot of people like to see how to do that stuff. I assume there's a lot of older Chevys that obviously people are going through the same issues I am. So as always, guys, please continue to comment, like, and subscribe. It really helps us out. Oh, and hit that notification bell too. It really helps us out, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.